walk us through, you've hired a couple of times and then you turned to us to hire. Why? What kind of didn't work for you before?
Well, I didn't have any knowledge of where to go, and we were trying to hire people ourselves by paying all these different sites to advertise these ads that we wrote ourselves. And we were spending a lot of money and a lot of time and really not knowing exactly what we were doing. We had gotten some candidates, and I also would get attached to these people even if they weren't any good for me. So you, from beginning to end, earned every dollar because every penny spent was exactly where it needed to go, and you spent the money in the advertising or in the way of displaying our ad or in our job description, which you helped us write. So we were targeting the perfect people. So we had done everything wrong and got nowhere, and had hired two assistants by ourselves that were just not very good. And then so when we turned to you, we knew immediately it was going to be different.
And so when we took you through that process, tell me, do you feel like the time that you would normally spend looking at resumes and interviewing people, like, did we really save you time there as well?
You saved me so much time and energy I can't even describe. I mean, we worked with Sam, and you had, I think, like 40 something applicants, and you presented me with, I believe, 3, and 2 of them we were obsessed with, and it was very hard to pick one. But yeah, she did all the legwork. We just got updates that were important, and we were only presented with the top choices so that I didn't have to fall in love with every single one of them, all 45 of them.
Yeah, and the norm for us, right, is to have a bunch of applications and then dwindle it down to that 40 people that we actually interview and put through a video screening, right, or phone screening, and then dwindle it down again to the people that we think might be a match for you. So how did you feel about when we were walking through in the beginning, trying to get to know you and your culture and what you really needed? Do you feel like we were good at that part?
Yes, and I thought I needed one thing, and I feel like you guys, with your experience, you knew that I probably needed something different, or were trying to explain to me that I couldn't get what I wanted. Like I wanted somebody who was going to be super amazing and be able to do all the conveyancing and all of our paperwork, but also be the person who would sit at the front desk and be that kind of person, which is really hard to have, like somebody super experienced or versus a front desk person, which might be somebody who is just out of school or whatever. And so we were trying to put this person together that was very difficult. You did wind up finding somebody that was exactly what I wanted, even though it was so hard. And and you guided me through the whole thing, and you helped me set the price, which was very hard also because my price point wasn't, probably as high as would have gotten even more applications. But you literally gave me exactly what I asked for. So obviously you guys were listening.
Awesome. And I think it's important to set those expectations, right? So it's okay for somebody to have a lower price point in the salary. However, if we don't set that expectation up front and talk you through what you can get from that price point, then we end up having problems in the end. So you feel like we kind of walked you through that and helped you see that there's 2 different personalities there, right? Like the person who's sitting at the front desk is bubbly and fun and wants to talk to people and wants to love on them, and the other person who's doing the like task-oriented things most of the time is kind of a different person. But you feel like we helped set those expectations a little bit better?
You did, and you gave the 2 people that we really liked the most. One had a little bit more experience. One was a little bit older, maybe a little bit more mature, and but she had a higher price point. And then the one was younger, maybe to make a better front desk person in the price point that we wanted. And so you gave me exactly what we asked for, and met the requirements. But then you did guide me and told me to what I can expect for the price that we're willing to pay and the job that we're asking them to do.
Awesome. Well, then, so last question. So you guys did go into our training program with Rebecca, and we put some systems and processes in place that maybe were missing a little bit, and helped you with some budgeting and all kinds of stuff. How did you feel about that process and the consultant that came alongside of you?
Rebecca was very tough, very regimented, but also like so sweet and very motherly. And so it was wonderful. It was a wonderful fit for us. I felt like she talked us through how to get started with Brivity, which was a huge undertaking. She went through my financial statements, which was, very eye-opening. This amazing list of things that we needed to get, the assistant set up on, and things that the team needs to get set up on. And then it graduates from there. And, we started following all of your orders, and we filled in our policies and procedures manual because of your guidance. And then once we got through that, then we started digging into Brivity and just general guidance in terms of me leading the agents. And there was times where Rebecca even spoke to our agents, and they felt like that was really helpful and really inspiring as well.